Verbal communication is the use of words to share information with the other people. It includes both spoken and written communication. There are two types of verbal communication. First is the oral communication, and second is the written communication. Oral communication implies communication through mouth. It includes individual conversing or speaking with each other. Going to face the people, a lot of people, what you're going to do is to prepare. Number one, preparation, practice, speak in front of the mirror. Another type of verbal communication is written communication. Written communication is a form of communication through writing, encoding, or typing. These are the type of written communication: codes, letters and numbers, words, phrases, and sentences. Nonverbal communication is the transmission of messages or signals through a nonverbal platform such as eye contact, facial expression, gestures, posture, and the distance between two individuals. Even when we decide to keep silent, we communicate a message. More than this, there are other ways by which we can communicate non-verbally. Our hairstyle, eyeglasses, perfume, jewelry, and clothes, as well as the room decor and other objects in our house, office, or workplace, communicate cues about our interests and preferences. Since nonverbal language is more instinctive and natural, many of us believe that these nonverbal messages speak louder than words. These are the types of nonverbal communication. First is visual or the eye contact. The way you look at someone can communicate many things, including interest, affection, hostility, or attraction. Do you believe that eyes can speak? Our eyes are considered as the mirror of our soul. Next is tactile or haptic. This is the touch or communication through the use of touch. Think about the messages given by the following: a firm handshake, a timid tap on the shoulder, a warm bear hug, an assuring pat on the back, a patronizing pat on the head, or a controlling grip on your arm. Even animals communicate with each other by means of touch. Number 3 is body movements and postures. Believe how your perceptions of people are affected by the way they sit, walk, stand up, or hold their head. The way you move and carry yourself communicates a wealth of information to the world. This type of nonverbal communication includes your posture, bearing, stance, and elusive movements. Next is gestures. We wave, point, beckon, and use our hands when we are arguing or speaking animatedly, expressing ourselves with gestures often without thinking. Nevertheless, the meaning of gestures can be very different across cultures and regions. So, it's important to be careful to avoid misinterpretation. Next is voice. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. When we speak, other people read our voices in addition to heeding to our words. Things they pay attention to include your timing and pace, how loud you speak, your tone and inflection, and sounds that convey understanding such as or Example, think about how tone of voice can show sarcasm, anger, affection, or confidence. Example, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Same words, right? But with different tones and different meanings. And lastly is space. Have you ever felt uneasy during a conversation because the other person was standing too close and invading your space? You can use physical space to communicate many different nonverbal messages, signals of intimacy, aggression, dominance, and affection. Again, the two types of communication are verbal communication and nonverbal communication. Under verbal communication are written and oral communication. Oral is communication through mouth and written is communication through encoding. Under written are codes, numbers, letters, words, phrases, and sentences. And under nonverbal communication are eye contact or sight, touch or haptic, gestures, body movements or postures and facial expressions, voice and speech.